To understand today's video more deeply, I suggest you explore the structure of the 3 circles of the human being, which I shared in detail in videos What Really Happens When Death Occurs. If you haven't watched it yet, you may pause this video and take a look first, because understanding the 3 dimensions of human existence will help you approach today's content with greater clarity. In videos, Why Does God Let People Suffer? I shared with you that God grants human beings absolute freedom, meaning we have the right to choose our lives in any direction we desire. We can become a murderer, a poor person, a wealthy one, or an enlightened soul. All possibilities are open before you. Along with that absolute freedom, God also established the laws that govern the entire universe. These laws are divided into 2 groups. The first group, the laws of the material world, which operate within the 3rd circle, the body. They include the law of universal gravitation, the law of conservation of energy, and many others that science has already discovered and continues to explore. The second group, the laws of the world of psyche, which act upon the 2nd circle, the psyche. These include the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect, and the law of transformation of quantity into quality. The laws of the material world are what we have been taught abundantly in schools. But the laws of the world of the psyche are rarely ever mentioned in a systematic way. Because the world of the psyche is the realm where the energy of the psyche expresses itself through thoughts, emotions, ideas, inner images, and so on. All of these cannot be directly measured by any machine. Modern science can record the physical traces of brain activity, yet the inner, subjective experiences, such as the feeling of peace, love, or anger, still remain beyond the reach of direct measurement. For example, when you are in a state of peace, EEG devices record that brainwave activity shifts mainly into the alpha range, 8 to 12 Hz, or theta range, 4 to 8 Hz. Or, when you are in a state of stress or anger, your brainwave activity moves into the high beta range, around 20 to 30 Hz. Each psychological state has its own unique wave pattern, but that doesn't mean machines can understand or feel the emotions within a human being, because emotions and thoughts are the expressions of the energy flow of the psyche operating within you. While brainwaves, in essence, are merely the physical traces that reflect those inner states of the psyche. It can be understood in a simple way. What belongs to the world of matter, the 3rd circle, can never fully measure what belongs to the world of the psyche. Because these 2 dimensions are made of entirely different elements. In the 2nd circle, phenomena such as thoughts, emotions, and ideas are formed from the energy of the psyche. While in the 3rd circle, the body, all physical forms, such as the human body, plants, animals, and even machines are all made of matter, composed of fundamental particles such as protons, neutrons, and electrons, and at an even deeper level, of quarks. In other words, any machine, no matter how advanced it may be, since it is made of matter, the 3rd circle, can only measure and interact with what also belongs to the realm of matter, It remains powerless before the world of the second circle, the psyche. Science can only measure the outer manifestations of the psyche, but it cannot touch the psyche itself. If we expand this understanding, then what belongs to the world of matter and the world of the psyche can never measure the source, the first circle. Because the source is a dimension beyond all forms, where there is neither matter nor energy, where no words or thoughts can reach. That is why, for thousands of years, the enlightened ones, those who have awakened and transcended the limits of body and mind, have spoken of that realm with many different names: God, Allah, Brahman, emptiness, or, in modern language, the source. Science cannot touch this dimension because it lies beyond the scope of what science can observe, measure, or analyze. These two approaches, science and spirituality, are two parallel paths. One explores the outer expressions of the universe, and the other explores the very essence of existence itself. The rise of quantum physics in our time has, in some way, bridged the gap between these two paths. Scientists have been able to describe many phenomena at the subatomic level, yet they still cannot fully explain what is the ultimate foundation of all things. Zoe will pause here and will not go any further, for there are truths that no matter how hard we try to explain with words, language can never reach. That is the limit of the mind and language. What lies beyond that limit can only be experienced directly in each person's own journey of spiritual awakening. In today's video, I want to go deeper with you into the law of attraction, the law of the psyche, a law that governs and directs the flow of human destiny. If you truly understand this law, you will know how to attract the most beautiful things into your own life. Simply put, the law of attraction says that like attracts like. The word like here does not only refer to outer form or personality, but to the resonance of energy frequency. Each psyche is a field of vibrating energy, operating at a certain frequency. Therefore, those whose energy frequencies are similar will naturally meet, attract, and walk together in the journey of life. For example, when your psyche loves reading, you will naturally meet those who also love books and find yourself joining circles that share the same passion. When you love animals, you will attract friends who share that same affection, and together you'll enjoy the simple joy of caring for them. When you desire to become wealthy, you will meet others who also desire wealth. But here's the interesting part. Those who are still desiring are often not truly wealthy yet. That's why those who are still desiring will only meet others who are still desiring, and will encounter only opportunities that are still desiring. In the same way, those who long for success will only meet others who also long for success. They cannot yet meet those who have truly succeeded. The law always operates in such a subtle way. A person who craves to get rich quickly, who wants money to come easily, will naturally attract others who think the same way, and together they may fall into unwholesome financial schemes. That is not a coincidence. It is simply the energy of greed attracting greed. Similarly, if you wish to meet a man who is strong, capable, and loving toward his family, you will most likely meet a man who is also wishing for the same. What is desiring will meet what is desiring. But remember, when someone is still desiring something, it means they do not truly have it yet. So, do not seek and do not long for it. Become what you desire. If you become a woman of strength, one who loves and cherishes life, you will naturally meet a man who resonates with that same energy. The truly strong will meet the truly strong. The desiring will only meet the desiring. We live in a universe that operates by perfect laws. Once you truly understand this, you will no longer ask, "Why do I keep meeting weak and indecisive lovers?" Because the answer is simple. You are carrying the same energy within yourself. If you were truly strong and grounded, you would never have chosen such a person. In summary, as you think in your mind, so shall you meet accordingly. That is the deeper essence of the law of attraction. That which is alike attracts alike. Observe carefully. Those who are truly wealthy become even wealthier because they carry within them the energy of gratitude, joy, and appreciation for life. They work as if they are playing, yet their results are real. It is not because they are lucky, but because they are aligned with the favorable frequency of the universe. Those who live lightly, simply, without worry, often find that things flow smoothly for them. People often say they smile because they are rich. But in truth, it is the other way around. They are rich because they smile. Everything begins from the vibration within you. It is that very vibration that shapes your destiny. No one else can decide that for you. And this journey, the journey of cleansing the stagnant energies within your psyche, of elevating your inner vibration, so that your psyche becomes truly peaceful, still, and luminous, I will walk beside you, step by step, to help you truly transform your psyche and begin the practice. I have created the 26-day journey of healing inner wounds and awakening the infinite potential within. Each day, you will receive an email containing both a lesson and a specific practice. Theories can be found everywhere, but what we often lack are the actual methods to transform the psyche. Because only when you practice sincerely, with the right methods, can real transformation happen within. I sincerely look forward to meeting you on this deep and meaningful journey of healing.